to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.
Hi everyone, my name is Mridul and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, we have Aditya here with me. It took me 2 years to convince him to do this video with me. So for today's video, we're going to be doing a Q&A related to Simbaa Lifestyle, which is our business. If you have no idea what Simbaa Lifestyle is, basically it's our Instagram store for now. We'll talk a little bit more about its updates and stuff like that in today's video. So do you want to say something before we get started?
No, let's just get started with today's video.
Okay, ठीक है. So I asked you guys to leave me some questions that you had for us in the
Community post.
Yes, and we're going to be answering some of those. So we had a lot of questions regarding capital and how did we get the investment. So someone asked, did it require a lot of capital to start Simbaa Lifestyle? And also there's another question which asks, how do you decide the selling price of a product? So let's start with the first question. Do you want to start?
Regarding the capital, so we started Simbaa Lifestyle with a capital of around 50,000 rupees.
Correct.
25,000 was my savings and 25,000
was
so
my.
we were in college at that time.
Yeah.
But we managed to somehow, save that money. And once we had reached around 50,000, we decided that, okay, now we can invest this money as a capital for our business, and then that's how we started.
So I remember that we had an idea and vision in place, but of course we didn't have a capital tabhi. So I remember going up to my dad and asking him if he was going to help us, and he told me that why don't you try saving yourself first, and if you're not able to do it, then I'll help you. So I'm actually very glad that we ended up saving ourselves and we invested our own money. It's just a nice feeling, right? So yeah, we started off with 50,000 ka investment, which isn't a lot when it comes to a business, but I think it was enough for the scale that we were starting off with. So that's question number one. And also she asked, how do you decide the selling price of a product?
So I think someone answered that comment in the community post itself by giving a very technical answer that said that the selling price is determined by the cost price, and then you factor in the overheads, expenses, and then you put your profit margin, and then that's how you reach the selling price. So that is of course the technical answer to it. But we have learned through experience as to how we decide the selling price of our product. So
we're still learning, actually.
Yeah, we're still learning. It's all something that will always, be new. It depends on the product, depends on the audience. It will keep changing. You can't have a fixed selling price for anything. So that's basically, we are still learning about it. We have an estimate of what the selling price we would want it to be, what we think the audience would want it to be, and that's how we compare and then come to a midpoint as to, okay, this we can keep as a selling price for it.
And also I think it's really important to know your TG, your target audience. Kya crowd hai? If it's a college going crowd, if it's a little bit more older crowd, you know what I mean? So on the basis of that, you can decide your price, because for us, I feel like most of the people who buy our products are in their late teens and early 20s. Yeah. So we have to keep that in mind and try to make our products a little bit more affordable so that they can purchase it, right?
To their pocket money, basically.
Correct, to their pocket money. So obviously keep your TG in mind, that's for sure. And obviously keep the basic economics in mind, and क्या बोलते हैं उसको, मार्जिन वो बेस कॉस्ट रहता है,
इकोनॉमिक्स ग्रेजुएट.
The next question is, how hard was it for you guys to find connections like manufacturers, distributors, and vendors?
Okay, so technically in this digital age, it should not be that hard for someone to find, a manufacturer or a vendor. You have Google, you have Just Dial, you have 10,000 other apps that will, give you a list of manufacturers, vendors, sellers, distributors, everything you want. Yeah. So it's just up to you. You have to go on the sites, you have to find what you want, call them up, talk to them, ask them what is it that you want. Then if they have it, you have to have a communication. Then there's sampling process. So it's quite a process, but it shouldn't be that.
It is.
It shouldn't be that difficult for someone to now find manufacturers. So it's up to you. The effort that you put in is what.
Yeah, sometimes we've had very few wherein we get a vendor within the same day,
Yeah.
which is very, very rare. But sometimes it even takes days, because you have to keep going back and forth. Sometimes they don't understand what you want, and sometimes probably you also don't understand what they have in mind, right? So it takes some time. So Google is at your disposal. You literally just need to find, type and search it. But other than that, of course, via bhi kafi hota hai. So I remember the first printer that we worked with, he was someone that my dad used to work with. So obviously you can ask around and have a conversation with your mutuals, your friends, your family. But of course, if that's not an option, you have Google to your disposal. Right now, currently, it took us so many trials and errors to find our printer whom we work with for our stationery. I think he's our third printer, right? And he's perfect. He's great with his quality. Yeah, so he's just great for us and our business personally. So which is why we've stuck to him. But again, it's taken us 2 years to be able to find the right person for us, So of course it's a process, but do it. It's very easy. It's not that difficult.
Yeah.
When are you guys planning to make Simbaa Lifestyle a website or an app? Please answer this question.
So we have given an agency the job for a website. It is under construction. It should
is.
be up mostly in October. As for the app, I don't think we are looking at
it
app.
is in the cards, but not anytime
soon.
soon. I hope so sometime, because it's exciting to have an app, right?
Definitely
But
we
I
will.
think for starters,
Not
website is a
As
good...
of now, we are focused on the website.
Yeah.
App is a little later stage.
Correct. So yeah, but a website's coming soon. If you're someone who's just starting out, you could go on the basis of our model, which is to start with an Instagram store, because there isn't a lot of technicality in an Instagram store.
Yeah.
It's free, so you can go through that route. And also I feel like a lot of people our age are on Instagram. So why not go that route? What do you think about Instagram for model?
You should start with an Instagram. It'll be like a testing the waters for you.
Correct.
To see how the audience is, reacting to your product.
Without putting a lot of investment.
Without
Because
putting a lot of
building a
investment.
website is expensive. It's a lot of money.
It is.
So yeah, go the Instagram route maybe for the beginning. What is the most time consuming part in the whole business process?
Definitely the sampling.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, the sampling, that's for sure. I mean, once you've conveyed your vision to the vendor, the manufacturer, the waiting game is also so long. Right now we're waiting on a specific product, which, oh my god, I'm so excited about. Like, I can't wait to tell you guys, and just share it with you guys. But it's been a really long journey. Like, we've been working on that product since March, beginning of lockdown, right? So it's been quite a few months. It's been over 6 months, and we've just been going back and forth because there are so many details, especially if you want your product to be perfect. And we're almost a little bit annoying also, I feel like, to our vendor. We ask him to keep making changes back and forth. But yeah, that's definitely the most time consuming. It's the sampling process, and also the most draining process is packing. Oh my god. Tell them a little bit more about packing.
So we were initially going to, have someone to pack the products
in March.
But then lockdown happened, and after that, even now we can't have some outsider come into our...
I mean, we could, but we're just not comfortable calling someone...
Yeah. It's not safe.
Yeah, it's not safe. Correct. So we do everything ourselves.
So we do it ourselves. Our friends come over and they help us. So
Yeah.
That's how we are getting through this right
Yeah. So yeah, that's the most draining and also kind of time consuming. But usse zyada time consuming is definitely the sampling wala process. Yeah. Okay. A lot of people were asking, how do you guys make Simbaa Lifestyle products? So currently, all products are made by us, and all the products are 100% made in India.
All local vendors.
So again, we found local manufacturers and we tell them our vision, and then they make the product for us. The stationery kit is completely made from scratch. It's our design, our graphic designing. Yeah, everything is made from scratch when it comes to stationery. So a lot of you guys ask us even about the Happy Place Villas, and a lot of you guys think it's my business, which it's not. It's actually Aditya and his family's business. Do you want to talk a little bit more about the Happy Place Villas?
So the Happy Place Villas is a 5 BHK villa that we've opened at Nagaon, Alibag. It's a private villa with a private pool, open terrace, and basically all the amenities that you get in the
By the
villa.
way, the Happy Place Villas is reopening. It was shut for how many months? 6 months, yeah, because of COVID, and we're opening it again in October. Yes. I'm gonna make sure to leave details regarding it in the description box below, because I feel like you do get a lot of DMs for bookings, but you guys weren't taking any bookings, right? But now they're open. Also, we're planning on going there in October, and I'm gonna be filming a full house tour. I've been meaning to do this ever since you guys like launched the Happy Place Villas. By the way, it's owned by, did I say that? It's owned by you and your family? Okay. Because you guys keep asking me over and over again, and I understand not everyone obviously watches all of my videos, so just putting it out there. So that's Happy Place Villas. Let's come back to Simbaa Lifestyle. Tell us about some of your mistakes that you've made like in your journey. So I think the first thing that pops up in my head is that we did not have a backup manufacturer. Vendor. We depended on him and we let him literally play us. We trusted him all along, and it would have been smarter to have someone as a backup, which is what we do even now. We've learned it the hard way, but I think it's important to have a backup for any like product, not just like stationery. Anything that you're doing, make sure to have someone as your standby. Do you have anything else that you want to add?
Always check your products once you receive them from the vendor.
Oh my god, yeah, I know this is so silly and it's so basic, but somehow we forgot to do it in the beginning. This was, I think, the first year towards the end. When we started the business, and we got, so basically our business started doing really well. Like it started picking up after like the 6-month mark. Yeah. Really well, and we started ordering products in huge quantities tabhi ke liye, I mean abhi bhi, and for some reason we decided not to check the products. I don't actually know, we did check the products, but like after a few months, which is so stupid. Why would we do that? So yeah, we checked the products after a really long time, and there were so many default like faulty products which we obviously can't sell, right? So we still have them, by the way, in our warehouse. We don't know what to do with them, but that's the price you pay, right? So definitely check your products in the beginning when you
receive the products from your vendor. Check them and then make the payment.
Correct, because usually you would do like a 50% in the beginning, and then once you receive all the products, then you would do the 50%. So do the 50% baad ka after you're happy with the product. And if by chance koi faulty products hai, give them back, they'll replace it. But if you like wake up after like 3 months, they're not going to replace your products. Obviously, it's your fault. It was our fault. So that's the price that we've paid for it. Anything else?
I think in the beginning when we started Simbaa Lifestyle, for the first 4-5 months, we were quite active on it. Yeah. But after that, I don't know what, not intentionally, but it somehow took a backseat. Yeah. Like we got busy doing other things. She got busy with her YouTube. I got busy with my educational degree. And I don't know, it just somehow took a backseat, and we didn't launch anything for I think around 6 months in between. Yeah. So I think we lost quite a lot of momentum.
We did. And I feel like consistency is just important for everything, you know. And the same thing goes for like a business also. So yeah, I wish we were a little bit more consistent, because I feel like we could have done so much better. So yeah, definitely consistency is the key. And also in the beginning also, I feel like we should have had a lot of launches ready. Pehle se. That is also another thing. I feel like we had two products in mind, and we like started with the whole business thing. I think it would have been smarter to have at least like 10 products in mind. At least five, yeah. Better than 2, right? And then like launch the whole thing, but then we just like went right into it. It's always really important to have like remember how we sat very recently and we made a 1-year plan, 3-year plan, 5-year plan, and a 10-year plan. Of course, 10 years is a very long-term thing, but at least make like 1, 3, and 5. That's for sure. So those were our mistakes. Learn from our
Few of our mistakes.
I'm sure we've made way more than those. How do you do the whole graphic designing and designing of the planners? So can I take this one? So the ideation, like the idea of what the planner or the stationery is going to look like comes from me. And then in order to execute it, I, along with a very talented artist, she draws everything, hand draws the whole thing. And then we get it printed. And when it comes to actually the graphic designing, I want to say this, the graphic design, none of us, especially Aditya, is not a graphic designer at all. मैं तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं हूँ, कोई भी नहीं है. And still we've managed to do the whole graphic designing ourselves. मेरा earring गिर गया, sorry. So as I was saying, the graphic designing is completely done by us, more so Aditya. So every time, I remember the first year of us launching the planner, we would Google everything, how to work this on Photoshop. The reason why we did it is because we wanted to save on money, right? Because otherwise we would have to outsource for a graphic designer, and we were just trying to save our like costs. And then we just ended up learning everything. And
but honestly, in this, like again, in the digital age, you don't really, it's nothing is impossible. You can learn anything literally like sitting at home. You just Google and or YouTube a few videos on how to learn Photoshop, and you will learn it. You don't need to outsource it every time, unless of course you don't have the time or you don't have the maybe technical requirements for it. Then you can outsource it. In the beginning, you do it yourself.
Try to do everything yourself. Of course, later on, try to delegate your tasks and get a team in, which is what we're working on right now. But in the beginning, I feel like try to do as much as you can so that you save on your like overhead costs,
and the brand gets your touch.
Of course, that is true. Important. And also I want to say Aditya was working on the website also for quite a few months. He basically set up the basic thing, but unfortunately because Simbaa Touchwood is doing a lot better than we anticipated, so we're really busy with that. And also my YouTube, Aditya helps me full time with my YouTube also, so it was not possible for him to make a website. But I feel like if we had a little bit more time, I'm sure he would have been able to build the whole website. And by the way, he's not an engineer, he's not a coder, but it's not that I mean, it is difficult, I'm not like taking that away, but you can learn it. You can learn it. So what was the question? What was the question? How do we design and graphic design? So I think we've answered the question. How do you ship orders? So like shipping ke regarding a lot of questions. I want to give a story time. Okay, so I remember we were about to launch Simbaa Lifestyle. This was 4 months before we launched Simbaa Lifestyle. I remember we Googled courier services around us, and we made this huge list with like 20 courier companies. And on foot for like 2 days, we went to each and every courier wala, writing down the prices, per kg prices, क्या बोलते हैं, रीजनल, लोकल, नेशनल, सब कुछ हम लोग ने लिखा ऑन पेपर. एंड देन वी कंपेयर्ड द प्राइसेस, एंड देन वी फाउंड अ लोकल सर्विस, a local courier service that we used to work with. Now we found another one, because I mean that's just how it works, right? You
keep having a backup,
right? Backup also, and you keep like researching, you know. So we found a better service who is also cheaper and more efficient, of course. And other than that, we also have delivery right now, who we work with. Delivery. Sorry, my earring फिर से गिर गया.
तो इतना हिम्मत ना ऐसा है.
So that's what we do when it comes to shipping. When it comes to international shipping, we still haven't been able to figure out a way around it. In case you know of like any leads, please let us know in the comments down below. And also, do you want to touch on like how shipping is so expensive right now as compared to before? Pehle it used to be a lot more cheaper, which is why we wanted to not have shipping, like no additional shipping. If you've been a customer or a follower for a long time, you know that we had no shipping, free shipping tha hamare paas, because personally we also don't like to pay for shipping, so we didn't want to add shipping. But now with COVID, there are so many additional taxes on shipping, and shipping is so freaking expensive. So if you're going to start a new business, definitely keep that in mind, because right now for trunks, how much do we like pay for shipping?
Honestly, one trunk, that like one set of trunk, the large one, that when we ship it out, it costs us around 500 rupees.
Almost. Depends. I mean, this of course we're talking about national, not Mumbai delivery. But even like Delhi, Punjab still costs us like 450, 500 rupees. And which is why we've had to start asking for additional 100 rupees ka shipping. But we don't like to ask. It doesn't
even cover the cost,
shipping cost.
At least it's a bit better.
Yeah, because we like to bear at least the major chunk of the shipping. But that's what is happening right now. So if you're a new business, shipping पे थोड़ा सा ध्यान दो, because बहुत महंगा हो गया shipping. So what are our roles when it comes to Simbaa Lifestyle? Like, what do you do? What do I do? First of all, I want to make it clear that both of us are 50% partners, co-owners, co-founders, whatever. ठीक है? So let's talk about roles. So I create the idea, and then I'll execute it a little bit, and then after that my job is done. Then it's all him. He's the one who
takes in the orders, oversees the packing of the orders, the shipping of the orders.
Right now even packs the orders.
Then seeing the finances and the after sales also, if anyone has any problem or something.
So those are our roles for now. Oh, also I got one more question. which asks, should you start the business alone or is it better to start it with someone else, and also should you start a business with your friends?
So I would not suggest starting a business on your own individually unless you're giving like a service that you yourself provide. At least a 2 people team is like a bare minimum because it is a lot of work.
It is.
And you alone won't be able to handle everything, because even if you think it, chalo starting mein I'll do it, but you don't know on what scale it will grow, and if it grows too fast then you won't be able to cope up with it. So you need to have someone you trust, or maybe it can be anyone you want as like a partner in your business.
I want to add something to this. Of course, this is our personal opinion.
Yeah.
Feel free to start it alone, obviously, and
No
then
problem.
you can get people in your as a part of your team eventually. But I do agree with Aditya to some degree that it's nice to have someone to fall back on. You know what I mean? Because there are times when I am not available. Let's just say I know that there's someone else to take care of it.
Exactly.
This is just like a very basic example, but there are just a lot of things that need to be taken care of, and it's just nice to have someone else also, you know. But you can get people baad mein bhi, because now even though we're 2, hum log ko 2 log bhi kam pad rahe hain, so we are expanding our team right now. But yeah, that's the question. Oh, also regarding the friends wala part, again it's like very very subjective. It depends on,
it is very subjective. It depends on your relation with your friends. If you guys are a very tight knit group who can, you know, sort out your professional and personal lives,
Yeah.
not have monetary fights,
Correct.
then you can go ahead and start a business
Yeah.
with your friends. Otherwise, if you don't have a good relation, you just start it for the sake of starting it, you won't have the friends, you won't have the business, you lose everything. So it's better, it's up to you, it's your decision. You know your relation with your friends, it's subjective. So
yeah,
if you
you're
feel,
gonna have to
if you
figure
feel it is
it
right,
out.
go for it.
I mean, clearly we are friends and we've been friends for a really long time also. But having said that, I know a lot of people who have started businesses with their friends and it hasn't really worked out. But
I would also like to add that even though we have not started a business with our friends, literally all our friends treat this business as if it's their own. They come to help us each and every time.
Yeah.
So a big shout out to them.
I know. I totally agree. It's so true. Everyone, it's so nice to see everyone treating our business. It's everyone's business, to be honest.
Yeah.
So on this note, let's end the video. I really hope this video was helpful. The main reason why we wanted to make this video is to share a little bit of our wisdom. We don't know a lot about starting a business, to be very honest. There's so much that we need to learn still. But we hope that you took something away from this video, and let us know if you want us to do a part 2. Are you going to do a part 2 with me?
Maybe after a few months.
Okay, fine. He's up for a part 2. So let us know what you thought about this video, and follow Simbaa Lifestyle, follow The Happy Place Villas, follow me on my Instagram, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Before that, let's move on to the giveaway. So this is what today's giveaway looks like. In order to win, all you need to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, follow me on my Instagram, follow Simbaa Lifestyle, and tag 3 friends on my latest Instagram post. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you in my tomorrow's video. Bye!